guys, I am hopping on because I'm setting up for Applefest here in Franklin. My friend Karen just helped me and her husband set up the bones of it. So right now we have the grids, we've got some shelves. Look at her ginormous new additions. And then we have this big wall of grids. And then check out my new sign. So right now I'm just kind of nitpicking. I'm trying to figure out where I want grid wall hooks to hang my hats and stuff. We're trying to make it all fit because this weekend I have some of Karen's stuff. I have all of my stuff. I'm bringing out all my hats and scarves now, and which is kind of silly because it's going to be like 70, 75 this weekend. But then I also have Michelle from Creative Michelle on Instagram, who's going to come all the way here from Columbus, and we're going to hit this market together, and it's going to be a fantastic weekend. I know it. So just, you know, keep watch and we will let you know how it goes. Bye. That's all my stuff. So I'm going to sit here, and I'm going to have Michelle sit here. And I'm not sure, but I think we might have an empty space beside us this year because Millie was here, and I know she decided not to do it, and I don't know if he's going to set up tomorrow or not. There's not a name placker. So if there's an empty space, maybe, just maybe, I'll get to have an extra space this year. Because that would be so nice. I mean, hell, even if I could just like set a table up right here. Like, however it needs to work. Like, I've got an extra canopy. So, you know, whatever we need to do. I just want to give a little rundown of what the booth looks like before we go get coffee. I don't even know what time it is, but it has been crazy. Say hi, Michelle. Hi. We're just gonna, this is gonna be our clip for YouTube today. Thank you guys so much. This is what we're looking like.
propane tank cover.
Yeah, I know.
Something that I'm noticing is that there are a lot of empty spaces here at Applefest this year. Clearly a lot of very unhappy vendors who decided not to come back. But, sitting here, I'm looking for the coffee booth. I know that they're a pink booth. Hi. Another crocheter. Oh boy, there's a nice little line going on.
I think that's what I had that from.
That was a good catch.
There was one walking around.
Like that. Yeah. And we only
No.
the images?
Okay, just updating of where we're at the end of the day. This is, things are laying flat and whatnot because we had to bring stuff inside and I forgot to do this beforehand. This is where the back wall's looking like. Things are a little messy. We're gonna fix it tomorrow morning. So, tiny turtles have killed it. Loaf cats killed it. A whole bunch of things killed it. Like, Michelle and I are kicking ass at this Applefest, for sure. But,
And then some.
And then some. And that's that way. And that way. And we're just here because we're hanging out. And now we're going to go crochet and have a sleepover. Bye.
Oh, cool. I don't know what any of that means. Very cool.
I'm just going to sneak across. Hi. Hey, you come back just in time. Look at that.
Oh, I'm literally finishing it up right now.
Hi.
I love the colors.
So here we are on the end of day 2. We've got a lot of empty baskets. Here's this wall. So you can see Karen's sheeps and Big Mama chickens and her octo and her elephant and her otter and her panda. We are marking those down a little bit more for tomorrow. And then you see, like, all of our chickens, we're down to 3 of them, move them out front. I only have 2 triceratops left. We're gonna try to make more. Michelle's only got 5 of the poppet mushrooms left. We've got some baby octos still. We may mark those down to 8 tomorrow. We'll find out. And then we have some of my mushy boys. We've gotten a lot of, like, laughs over the peens, which I find funny. Then this is, like, our back wall. It's so empty. We have keychains. We've got a big old green dragon and mama kangaroo and baby and a long neck dino and mystery boxes. I can confirm that this is our very first market that either of us have sold mystery boxes and they're killing it. People are loving their choices too. So I still have Naruto up there and my blue accent giraffe. Then this is, I'm gonna knock stuff down, my other wall with all the hats and scarves and crop tops. This basket is like, this is full of cowls. I need to like do a clearance sale on those or something. So maybe I'll pull out my laminator tonight and try to make some signage to make that easier. But we're all closed up. Everyone's closed up for the night. You see there's hardly anybody left. There's the fountain. And we'll check in tomorrow. Bye. All right, guys, we are at Franklin Applefest this weekend. This is the last day. So we're just kind of showing you what's going on. You can see we're really dwindling on inventory. We have mystery boxes, hanging towels, hats and scarves. Hi. We have some octos and jellyfish. These are all the chickens that we had left, and we easily had like over 25. All of the squish chicks are gone. We have shark purses and bunny purses. And there's so much happening today. So if you're in the area, make sure to stop out. All right, we're gonna do a before and after. Thank you. This bookshelf condensed down to empty. That bookshelf basically condensed down to empty. I do have a couple pom-poms, couple keychains. We do have these hats. We have 2 boot cuffs of Karen's, a pair of Bigfoot slippers, 6 dish scrubbies, 3 chicken pot holders. We have 2 shark purses left, 2 bunny purses left, my purse, my sweater. We sold some of this stuff. So we have 3 bandanas left. I know I sold 1 or so of those. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of my Not Your Granny cowls left. We did sell at least 1. Gosh, I know I sold at least 1 adult pom-pom hat. I will have to double check, but it's a lot. I mean, I know at least 1 pair of fingerless gloves, at least 1 men's hat. I think 1 or 2 like toddler hats. So I will get a better count of that in a minute. We did sell 2 crop tops. So these are the ones that we have left. For reference, we did sell some gnome hanging towels from Karen. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. We did, I don't remember if we sold any of these ones. These are more hanging towels. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 left. Then here's our back wall with everything taken down. Other than Karen's big dragon and my baby doll, everything is gone from this back wall. And then this is all that we have left toy-wise. That's it. So these 3 shelves, excluding this otter, and this shelf here is all that Michelle has left. That otter and across this top row are all the toys that Karen has left. Hi.
Hi, honey.
And then these are the toys that I have left, which is not too terribly many. I still have Naruto and my cute little giraffe, but otherwise, like, this is it, guys. Hello guys! I am finally doing some editing for October's markets. So bear with me, but this video specifically is going to talk about my biggest market to date. This was my 4th year doing it. This year I brought Michelle from Creative Michelle. She's over here on YouTube. She's actually currently at my house for another market this weekend. It's currently technically February 1st, so happy February, guys. But she come out all the way from Columbus and set up shop with me at Applefest in Franklin, PA. It is a 3-day festival, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And this year it was October 4th, 5th, and 6th. We were there from like, I want to say 11 to 5 or 11 to 6 each day. And then Sunday was a little bit shorter. And it, honestly, these numbers that I'm going to give you are probably not the most accurate. Like, we did not have an accurate game plan of how busy it was going to be. There ended up being 100,000 people come through the park that weekend. So record number of people. It was beautiful weather. So, like, we were back and forth between, like, you know, a little chilly in the morning, and then by the afternoon we're having to put the wall down in the tent just to block from the sun, and then also having to move it because we needed air vents because it was so damn hot inside the booth. But a little bit of a rundown. The vendor fee for this market was $375. They did up their vendor fee by $100 last year, so a lot of people were pretty peeved about that. When I was walking around, I did mention that there were a lot of empty spaces and most likely a lot of unhappy vendors not willing to return, and that's what I was referencing, was they didn't see the benefit in coming back with that $100 raise in fee. But I know what I've made in previous years. The year before last, I think I made $1,900 at this event. So to spend $375 to make $1,900, I was okay with that personally. It's also like 15 minutes from my house. So yeah. We're gonna go through a bit of a guesstimate essentially of what things of mine sold. And then I'll give you like the rough number of what sold for Michelle, but I don't know like the details of what sold, just kind of the amount. And that way we have a good idea. So things that sold: 6 of my little spooky spider, which is a free pattern on my Instagram. 3 mini snakes, which is a free pattern from Hooked Crochet Co. on Instagram. We sold 20, or I sold 20 mini mushy boys. I literally had 1 left. For $13 a piece. And that is a pattern from, I want to say, Knittery on Instagram. I sold a pickle for $15. The little spiders I sell for $15 as well. The snakes for $15 as well. I sold a strawberry, which will be a pattern in Crochet by Jenna's new book coming out. I sold a bloomling, which is kind of like a plant sprite. And I sold it for $20. I sold a flippable dino, which was a pattern test that I did, I want to say by Ruthless Crochet. If not, I'm going to put that in here because I don't remember. But I made it in retro velvet yarn. I initially had like $25 on it and it just was not selling. So I marked it down to $15 just to get rid of it. Then I sold 9 mini loaf cats at $15 a piece, 5 mini ghosts at $15 a piece. I sold a mini pig for $15, 2 chunky sitting bees at $15. I sold a jumbo leggy froggy for $30. I sold one $12 pocket frog And you know, some of these I'm not saying the pattern designer because I don't know off the top of my head. Then I sold 5 regular leggy froggies. And then 10 tiny chickens. So that's the Squish Chick Claw Machine Pets or Pals pattern from Making Things Naughty. I sold a chunky Godzilla for 25. And the tiny chickens I sell for 10. Then an chunky Triceratops for 25. 7 Martha chickens for 15 a piece, and that's my pattern. It's free on Instagram. I sold it was a brown bear with little pink shorts. His name is Oscar, and I sold him for 30. Then an extra large, like a jumbo Brontosaurus, I sold it for 30. I sold 6 mini octos, 4 mini jellyfish, 1 jumbo jellyfish, 7 mini bees, then 2 bandanas, 5 axolotls from Loretta Loops, then 17 of the Club Crochet Triceratops. I do modify it a little bit, but you know, it's a really nice pattern. People seem to love it. I sold 20 tiny turtles. It's Tiny the Turtle from Mel's Crocheted Creations. Then 2 whale sharks. I realize I forgot to tell the prices for a lot of those things. If I remember, I'll just put them up there rather than going back. So 2 whale sharks, that's a pattern from Old Soul Factory. I sold a jumbo peen. It's a mini mushroom pattern, technically. Well, however you want to say it. And that breaks down to right around 130 individual items that sold. Like, plushie-wise. Roughly. Or no. I fixed that. That's 142 items. But then, continuing on the list for, like, wearables, I sold 1 adult palm hat, 1 adult beanie, 1 pair of fingerless gloves, 1 adult ear warmer, 1 Not Your Granny cowl, 1 baby pom-pom hat, 1 baby beanie, 2 big kid pom hats, and 2 crop tops. So all of that adds up to roughly $2,400 in sales. Just for me. And I know that these numbers are not perfect. I know it. I do. That's the best we could do. We were overwhelmed with the amount of people that come through. It was really hard to keep track. And I realized, like, we took before and after pictures, and we were able to use those before pictures for reference for inventory, but you can't see absolutely everything with those before pictures, so it's hard to have accurate counts. And I should have done better on having inventory beforehand. We have learned our lesson. We did inventory before this current weekend, and we printed it out. So we did make sure to double check those numbers. Michelle double checked hers multiple times before she left her house. I double checked mine when I got everything out because I know me, and there were multiple things that I needed fixed. So thank goodness I did that, or my numbers would have been skewed. So then we scroll down, and I use Square for card processing. I have tips enabled. It comes on right before the checkout screen, essentially. it asks if you want to leave a tip and essentially how much, and I flat out tell them, like, you know, feel free to leave a tip, but you don't have to. You know, it just asks before it asks you if you want a receipt. Like, that's the important part. And so I ended up getting like $28 in tips at that show. It collected about $40 in tax. Then, out of all of the fees, because there were a lot of fees, so many fees, there were like $204. And that is adding up parking fees, which was about $50, food, which ended up being about $83, square fees ended up about $36, and then we were having some issues with Square where like it wouldn't connect right, so I set up PayPal checkout on my Linktree and people paid through that. So the total number of fees from PayPal ended up being about $34. Then, now that $204, that's just those fees, plus the vendor fee of $375. So, let's see. I ended up with a gross, a profit of $1,870-ish. My numbers say I sold about 149 items-ish, which averages out to about $16 per sale. We had probably 30 hours of work, like setting up, staying there, tearing down. So about 30 hours of work, which breaks down to about $80 an hour, which I'll take every day of the week. Like, hell yeah. Most people make about $1,800. Not most people. A lot of people who have part-time jobs and some low-paying full-time jobs are only making about $1,800 a month. So if I can make that in 3 days, hell yes. Hell yes. So then we go up a little bit, and, you know, just a quick rundown. Michelle had just about the same number of sales. I'm hearing weird noise. So across the 3 days, she had roughly $2,600 in sales. Then her fees were about $8. And then her taxes that it took out was about $17. And then I know she also had, you know, some food costs, some gas costs, stuff like that we didn't keep track of. And so her I didn't do a super great job of keeping track of some of these things. So her, like, after profit was roughly, I think roughly like $2,400. The way that it all shakes out, my notes didn't make a lot of sense on this one. I'm so sorry. So if you combine my sales and her sales, like gross totals, we ended up selling $5,300 worth of product across 3 days. It was freaking crazy. So absolutely doing that again. Trying to get Michelle to get her own booth space side by side so that we can have like a 10 by 20 booth, essentially. You know, fill in that empty spot beside me, and then we'll have all the room to have all the plushies, and it'll just be amazing. But otherwise, we've been on here for 15 minutes almost. I know there's about 15 minutes of like footage from the market, so we're at about 30 minutes or so. Simba is saying hi because he's so cute. So cute. Yeah. Michelle, do you want to give any thoughts about Applefest?
It was awesome.
She says it was awesome.
And clearly it wasn't that bad because she's back hanging out with me this weekend. So, and I made spaghetti. I made spaghetti. But either way, I will catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below, hit that notification bell, and if you are not subscribed and you like crochet and market day videos and all that, make sure that you hit that subscription button, because I want to say it's like 72% of you guys who watch me on a regular basis are not subscribed. Subscribe. Anyways, good night. See you in the next one. Bye.